Hey y'all, how everybody doing? I'm just eating something, making sure it's off my face. Hey everybody, listen, I need one person to come on in here. Come on in here, I ain't got much time. Somebody, anybody, come on through. Alright? I need somebody to come on through. Whew, that was good. Hey Eve. Listen, let me tell you what I just watched. I got to tell somebody. First of all, don't forget to make it happen for yourself. Let me tell you what I just watched. It popped up on my phone. A live. I just watched a live from the guy. Thank you. I just watched a live from the guy that I talked about yesterday. Robert Hampton, Latruth. Hey, what's that say? Cheese cream? Hey. I just watched a live, right? Just a little bit ago, right? And I want to believe, dude, but everything ain't for the public. So he was trying to tell us, he wanted us to listen to a, somebody called him a voicemail. He wanted us to listen to a voicemail that a couple guys had sent him. And the guys were saying, get back with your wife, apologize, which I said that in my video that he wanted her to apologize, but he should have just took it on the chin and made it right because he the man. Well, they was telling him basically that. So he was telling everybody to tag her in. Now, this is the part that I don't like. If she's at home, sad, lonely, grieving, whatever she doing, she don't want to be bothered with that. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people. Social media ain't everything, right? And the people in the comments were saying, a lot of people was like, we love y'all, blah, blah, blah. But some people were saying, like, I felt like this ain't for public. We don't do this in the public, right? So he wanted everybody to tag her. And have, this is the controlling narcissist part. He want everybody to tag her and so she would get on the live and then he would say what he had to say once she got on the live. And people say, why you just don't call on the phone with that? Why you just don't go over there or call on the phone or whatever you need to do? Why do it on social media, right? Because to me, you doing it on social media, is that real or you doing it, or you try to kill two birds with one stone, get your family back in a halfway, and get likes and views, because it was 10,000 people the last time I looked that was watching it, right? He was saying he's the man and he's a king and he this and he that, and basically saying he wanted to get his wife back, but he wasn't saying it the way I wanted him to say it, right? And he was like, he listened to them guys, and so he's gonna tell her to get back. He kept saying tag her in. Like, I thought that was so, it was so weird to me, right? Like, you gonna make her, what he's doing now is make her, she's probably got him blocked, right? And he can't call her, whatever. And he can't go to wherever she's at. So he's gonna make her talk. That's all that was about, is I'm gonna make you talk, right? A lot of people were saying lovely, lovely stuff like, oh, we love y'all together, get back together, go get your wife. Being a woman and having been in that situation where the narcissist can't get to you drives them crazy. It drives them crazy, right? So let's just say, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he really want to get his wife back for whatever reason, right? I just didn't think that it was appropriate to do it on social media and then tag the whole world in saying, tag her in. And then, hey, Nick, and then he wanted her to say something. Then he said it'd be nice if she get on the live. Like, dude, she is over there traumatized. She's trying to get her mind together and figure out her life, right? Especially she only 30 years old. So he got to saying, yeah, I spoiled her. That's what's wrong with her. I usually let her have access to my phone. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is, Eve. It is. And he was like, I spoiled her. So when he was saying I spoiled her, I was like, oh, he must have meant he was doing nice things for her, right? No, he meant he spoiled her by allowing her to go in his phone. So, of course, if you allow your wife to go, like, I don't want to go in your phone for what? But if you allow me to go in your phone and then you stop, of course I want to know why. Right? So, he was forcing it. He was forcing it, y'all. I'm telling you, I watched the whole thing. I usually don't watch people's lives because I'm busy, right? But I watched the whole thing so I could see what was going to happen. I said, and so then he kept saying, y'all keep saying she in here. I don't see her. She ain't saying nothing. He wanted her to say, I'm here. And I guess other people could see it. The people that tagged her in, I guess they could see. I don't know. I couldn't see because the comments was coming so fast. But I wanted when he started talking to her, he said, because I'm talking right to her. When he started talking to her, I wanted him to say, "Baby, I am so sorry. I love you so much." And but he kept saying, "I ain't never, my record is clean. I ain't never had a domestic violence." Do y'all know how many Negroes I know that done hit women and ain't been arrested for it? That don't mean nothing. So he's like, "My record is clean. I ain't never did nothing." So once he's assumed that she was in there, because people was like, she here. I want him to say, "Baby, I'm so sorry. I love you. I made a mistake. Let's try to work it out," or whatever. I want him to say something nice. He went a roundabout way. Listen, if that man has been hitting her like she said, she don't want no parts of him. She just had a few days to breathe and get away from him. She don't want no parts of him. And somebody had put in the comments, "She got you blocked." And she probably does. If she has any sense, she has him blocked. Because you don't want all that stuff. For one, she's young. For two, she's been with him for a long time in her 20s. Those are those formative years. And for three, he's hurt her. Whether he hit her or not, he's hurt her in some form of way. She's got mental abuse going on, verbal abuse, physical abuse. She's trying to get her life. She's trying to gather herself, right? And this is what I want to know. If I'm hurt, like I was hurt one time, right? Yeah, and she's beautiful. I was hurt one time by my ex. And I literally was in the fetal position, y'all. I ain't ashamed to say. I was in a fetal position. And I remember every day I would go out, I sell purses, right? And I would go out, and one of my friends that was a customer, she was like, "Jackie, you're going to have to," I would be crying all the time, right? I'm going to put all that in my book. I would be crying. And I did that for some days, right? She was like, "You're going to have to let that go. Let it go." You know what I'm saying? So I ain't if I'm hurt and upset, I'm not in position to get on social media and talk to nobody. I might lay in the bed and look at it, maybe, if I got enough strength for that. But I'm not going to be on no social media. When a man keeps acting up after you've left, it's much easier to move on. Right. And that's what she's trying to do. But I think that he's so forceful. Just by listening to him talk, he's so forceful that he's been doing this the whole time. She just do what he wanted to do. And she said it. Matter of fact, I watched her live. She said it. She said, "I don't go anywhere." I forgot to tell y'all this. She said, "I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I'm in the house." That's what she said, right? She said, "I don't go anywhere. I'm in the house." And somebody, I don't know if the comments, somebody was like, he's controlling. So especially if he's controlling, abusive in all ways and controlling, she felt trapped. Now she's out of the trap. I never forget when my oldest son's father was like that. And whenever I would get away from him, I felt so much, you feel so much better, right? It's like you can breathe. You feel free. Like, I couldn't imagine being in that. Now, I was young. I was like 18, 19, something like that. But I couldn't imagine you in the house and he don't want you to go nowhere. So, of course, you're sitting there with all your thoughts and feelings. So you acting funny. Because, see, when people start cheating, you watch their movements. The movements will show everything. When they start moving different or moving funny, you'll see. You'll be able to see all, you'll see. And so then your women's intuition kick in. So that what made her look through the phone. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm a woman. I'm not sure if that's how it went, but that's what I'm saying. If all you do is sit in the house and he going everywhere doing everything, and you sitting there with 4 kids, wishing you could go outside, right? Hey, 10 peoples. I got my 10. Hey, 10 peoples. Hit the like, other 3 people. Hit the like for me. Is y'all subscribed? Yesterday was horrible, y'all. Hey, Dion. Happy hump day to you. I didn't charge up my my laptop, right? That was horrible. But yeah, I watched that video and I was cringing, because I said, dude is really on here trying to make her talk. When he said it'd be good if I could get her on the live. Huh? You not know that her feelings is hurt? Even if he didn't hit her feelings are hurt about something. She's trying to get it together. you ain't going to give her time to get it together. You ain't going to give her no time to get it together. Let's just say you want your wife back. You ain't there, put your hands on her. Give her a week. Can she get a week? Can she get 10 days? Can she get 30 days? What can she get some time to get herself together? I'm telling y'all, I was looking at him. I was looking at him. And I meant to tell y'all this. It was another video. I've seen it come down my line several times. I don't know if it's on Facebook or TikTok. It ain't on TikTok. Facebook or Instagram, right? Where right after they got into the scuffle, he goes out to a store somewhere and meets a woman. See, this is why I don't believe him. And meets a woman, and she was cute, nice looking young lady. And she was at work, though, and he was like, I never heard of Latruth, and I'm going to do a deep dive. I'm telling you, it's easy. All you got to do, you can put Latruth in Google. You can put Latruth in YouTube. If you put Latruth in YouTube, all the videos associated with him, his brother, his sister, the kids, everybody, all the videos gonna come up. But if you do it on Facebook, his name is Robert Hampton. He got two of them. One say Robert Hampton and the other one say Robert Hampton, I think Latruth in parentheses or something like that, right? I'm telling you, because I was following him because he had cancer. And he said today that he got, I thought it was last year. It was this year he got cancer and overcame it. It ain't been that long. They removed the cancer in April. So that's been since I've been here. It ain't been that long, right? But anyway, he met this girl and was talking to her, and he was on live again. See, he likes attention. And I know that narcissists like attention because I was with one. And he was on live, and he was like, see, since you ain't going to do right, or something to that effect. Yeah, check it out. He said, since you ain't going to do right, I found somebody else. And we going out tonight, right? And we going to the movies. And he was like, look at her. Her booty bigger than yours, too. This is what I would never, me and my husband is beefing. And you go out and talk to somebody and then put her on the live and say her booty is bigger than yours too. Yeah, and where we going? And the girl was looking crazy. She was looking like she don't know what's really going on. She was like, because I don't think she knew the situation. I know she didn't. She thought it was for play. And she said, well, whatever you want to do. And he said, we going to the movies. And we ain't going to the movies to watch the movie. We just going to be adults or something weird like that. Like, that ain't what you say to your woman. He directed that video to his wife. You cannot tell me by what he's doing on the outside, what it appears, he doing all kind of stuff in that house. He doing all kind of stuff in that house. And she has to be very obedient to him. And he has controlled her mind and her body for those 6 years. He's controlled her. He has not allowed her to be her. Everything is under his direction, I bet you, right? I was so appalled when it keep coming down the timeline, right? But today, and he kept saying, tag her in. I don't see her. She ain't saying nothing. Say something. I was like, and he was like, well, I'm sure she gonna see it. She gonna see this video. I'm sure she gonna see it. Like, I would run. I'd never forget. My ex had hurt my feelings, and I was out of town with some friends, and he would do stuff like this, y'all. When I'm out of town, because I went a lot, when I was out of town, he wouldn't call me like your man do when you out away. And if I called him, he wouldn't answer the phone. Very mean-spirited, right? And at this time, I was still so locked in with my heart, right? And I was in the room by myself. I was sharing a room with 3 other ladies. I was in the room by myself. Everybody was out. And I was sitting on the toilet crying. And one of my friends came in the room. And so now she done caught me crying, right? And I had to explain to her sort of kind of what was going on. And she looked me in my face. She knew both of us. And she looked me in my face and said, I would run, right? And that same girlfriend, husband was doing all kind of scandalous stuff, and she divorced him, right? And then he died shortly after that, right? And what he died from, I never did find out what he died from, right? And she told me, run, right? And that stuck in my head. And that was some years ago, and I often think about that. Do she remember telling me that? She said, run. I would run as fast as I could. I couldn't understand why he would be so mean when I would be out of town. And then it dawned on me that maybe he's just like some men, especially I'm beginning to know, these narcissistic men don't want you to go above them, or if they think you above them, or you doing more than them. And I think that's what the case was with my ex. Now, the wife has a platform, and her platform is doing good. I think she got 8,000 followers, and I don't know how. I think he got a lot too, right? And so, because it's a disorder, right? It's a psych disorder. They don't want you They see you as competition and not as their partner. That's number one. They see you as competition and not as their partner. And they could tell you, like I'm sure he's the one told her, get you become a creator, a content creator. I'm sure he told her that. And then when she did it and they started doing it together and then she started rising, he started resenting her. I'm sure of it. I'm positive of it, right? If y'all get the chance, I got to go. If y'all get the chance, go see it. I don't know how it go with the lives. If the lives, you can still see the lives, I don't know. But I was appalled at that, right? So anyway, hey, Connie. Hey, Connie. So y'all, I got to go. I got to go. I found out it's so much going, the world done went crazy, y'all. But I got to go. See y'all.